Well, it seems like it may be time to bear witness to the end. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact. Maybe the last time I have to say this ever for Chainsawman, bro. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Luckily enough, I was able to. I got one major spoiler though. I'm very, very sad. I made the foolish mistake of opening social media after like a certain time, and bada bing, I got what I feel like is a massive spoiler. I think maybe, hopefully it wasn't. Hopefully it wasn't. Hopefully it wasn't. If we get to, if I see it, then it was. That's unfortunate. I feel like I would have flipped my lid, but. That's it. I didn't see anything else from the chapter. Of course, after that one initial spoiler, I basically nearly lit all my social media on fire. But this may be it. This maybe let's see. And this is an extended chapter too. Not that extended. Not that extended. I saw a lot of people hoping for a double chapter, but this is what, about 31 pages, maybe 30 flat. Alright. Let's see something shake. Let's see something shake. Chapter 2. Oh, Lord. Chapter 2 to 32. Thank you, Chainsawman. Alright, here we are in the woods. Oh, yeah, that's right. He has heart failure again. Thanks, Pochita. To be fair, though, it was like heart failure or literally perishing to bugs. So, I guess. Let's go with that. Let's see. I'm assuming that's the rain. The rain presumably hitting the building. I'm not gonna flip my lid yet. I'm not gonna flip my lid yet. Let me say that. You know what though? One thing I will readily admit, one base critique I'm probably gonna have for all this. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because obviously it's a fictional story about D's and people and it's very esoteric. But realistically, Pochita erasing himself from existence would break everything. Like he unironically has done way too much. He's done way too much damage to like the universe before he was even properly introduced, or like way before chapter 1, right? Vegeta is an ancient creature. Like there's no real way that a timeline reset, which is presumably this is, right? I'm gonna hope, but realistically that should like break everything, right? And notably, this is why I'm not the biggest fan of time travel. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do time travel in a narrative. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Because it causes more issues than I think are worth it narratively, even if you fundamentally, like, some of the best time travel stories either say don't ask too many questions about it, or split the timeline. And, like, usually splitting the timeline is better, because you basically didn't time travel, you like, dimension hopped. And that's fine. I don't mind that. That's what Dragon Ball basically does. I mean, like, it's kind of time travel, but it's also kind of dimension hopping. But that's like a whole mess in of itself. The one example I'm thinking of right now, like a story I really, really like, that includes time travel, that I'm not really the biggest fan of, despite how much I like what we get from that time travel arc. I mean, spoilers. And spoilers. But like, spoilers. But it's a very popular manga. You very likely heard of it. It's made the rounds and just recently got a second season. But that story has a time travel arc. And like, it's neat because of what we get from it. At the same time, I'm like, this just makes stuff weird. It makes stuff very weird. And in that story, it's confirmed to not be a closed time loop. Like, it is, yet it isn't. And I really don't if I, like now, especially with Chainsaw Man presumably ending, I do have a little bit more weekly space on the channel, so I'm probably gonna do a couple of my thoughts videos, or do a couple like breakdowns of arcs, and like my general feelings on them. That's one I would have to talk about in depth, because I do like a lot of that arc, but I also don't like I like the implication of the arc on a grander scale. And this would be the same case here, where like, not how this should work, but I'll let it slide, because it's just foundational framing for the chapter itself. But let's see. Let me read the line that's about to give me a conniption. Because look, he's missing an eye. Missing some body parts again. Yeah. Thank you, Pochita. Let's see. Feels like I had a good and a bad dream. I'm going to assume that's more like hyperbole? Is that the word I'm looking for? Metaphor. Refantasia. But we're going to... we aren't gonna flip a lid yet, but you know, was that in the review or was that in the my thought? Well, I think it was mostly in the my thoughts video. I really don't like it was all a dream type stories, even if it isn't literally all a dream. It's a close equivalent. So let's see. Good and a bad dream. Okay. Wish I'd only have good dreams, like eating with a girl and playing video games. Okay. I want a pet dog, too. Well, you had one, buddy. You know, in a world that I guess no longer exists. Is he no longer? Still, I mean, to be fair, there's no way this chapter's gonna address it. I may have to make a video of like and to be fair, it's probably went out there already because I bet people noticed it and then went off on it last chapter. But I want to make a video of like everything that shouldn't work. Like denji shouldn't exist. Like being like, if you think the butterfly effect is crazy in terms of like a butterfly flapping its wings at a different time in space, leading to like a massive hurricane tornado combo that destroys a whole bunch of stuff and drastically alters the timeline. You want to talk about real butterfly effect, erasing a fundamental part of existence that already was wholly predicated on erasing fundamental parts of existence. Like Pochita, his existence is way too important to even somehow allow Denji's existence, but we'll let it slide. Let's see. I want a pet dog too. Yeah, so is this legit just chapter 1? I mean, I genuinely do. I don't fully remember. I wonder what the like. Maybe I should have reread chapter 1 before I read this. But in the woods, trees are chopped down, but not presumably by a handsaw, not a chainsaw. Bam, bam. Okay, he's being dragged to the building. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, let's see.
What we want is the D power. And what I want is the D of all D hunters. Ah!
Yeah, I think this is legit. Do I dare open it? No, I'm not going to. Let's see. I can't even show this on screen. Fujimoto. Of all, whatever. I'm not risking it. I'm not, man. Editing me. Ray, make the note, present me, make the note. We gotta, I mean, cool, I guess. So I'm assuming that panel I saw was real. Oh, gosh darn it, I need to switch. All right, let's see what I can do with this. All right, we'll do this. Oh, but like, yeah, I mean, whatever. Let me. How am I gonna do this? You know what? For pages and members, it should be fine for the main channel. Will I explode? I don't want to explode. I just hit 20K. Thanks for helping 20K, by the way. But I want to explode, man. You know what? I mean, I'll do it. We'll keep it just for the sanctity of it, for the final review. But now I'm fully confident that spoiler I saw was a real genuine spoiler, and darn, did that have to be their first story? Not even a spoiler warning tag or nothing, just straight. It was like an hour after the chapter dropped, I think. Man. Let's see. Oh, it's a Wait, no. Oh, man. Am I really gonna kick the bucket before even one good thing could happen to me? That's just my luck, though. It's a woman in the buff. Well, at least I got to have one good last dream. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, well, at least Final Chainsawman review for the main channel is gonna be like, woo, we have to jack it up drastically, but Power's back. I feel like I should be feeling more, but I genuinely don't care. I don't know. Based on this, let me hazard a guess. Based on the spoiler I saw, I'm guessing every person that Denji ever lost is gonna be alive and find him in this better timeline because Mochita was actually the problem the entire time. Even though the reason Denji has any emotional connection to any of these people at all is only because of Mochita. So, okay. Blood! Give it back! It's all mine! Alright. So, Power intervenes and saves Denji Chapter 1 instead of Mochita. Alright. So is this, like, I mean, still, whole series of events like this shouldn't have occurred, but we'll let that slide. It's an overlying critique that doesn't, like, that's a realistically a bowling ball that should launch at the chapter of launch at the head of Chapter 231, not 232. But, okay, Power's here. Interesting. / Alright. Oh yeah, Denji's still bleeding out. And, oh, that's funny, though. She's laying on top of the D. Alright. Yep, and Denji's just laying there. This human smells like a dog. I like dogs. Oh. Well, there you go. Well, you were a cat person, Power, but a different timeline, I guess? Let's see. This is a contract. I'll give you life. In exchange, you're mine until you die. Alright. Okay. Cool. So Power saves Denji. Very nice. Gosh, I'm way too. See. I think, man. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, this. Okay, so this is definitely the split. All right. Yeah. All right. So she does give Denji some of the juice, but then a chain pops out. Yeah. And then Naoyuta. Yep, this is exactly what I saw. I saw this panel. Well, not this panel in particular. Presumably the panel on the next page. But what do you mean? Like I don't care. I'm about to flip a lid. We'll keep going. Before I flip a lid. I mean, like, I think that, like, this is definitely going to be a me thing. This is 100%. This is going to be a pencil class. This is going to be a pencil classic. You get the happy ending, but you're not wrong with it. Maybe. It's meant to be raspberry. Let me keep going. Oops. Thought you were the zombie D. You beat those guys? You could be useful. From today, you both belong to me.
Belong to you? I think not. Humans really are idiotic. Human, behold my battle prowess. I'm Power.
The blood, like, I know someone's freaking and geeking right now. It's not me. But it is as I always somehow seem to need to ask myself in the midst of these reviews sometimes. Am I the problem? Do I have a deep vacuous hole in my heart that can't experience joy? I don't think so. Maybe I'm the problem. I'm probably the problem. I mean, like, this I should be doing backflips right now. I can't even do a backflip. I'd break my neck. But, like, I should be doing backflips out the chair. And notably, I want to blame some of this on the spoiler because I at least knew Naruto was coming back. Because, let me guess.
My power is said to be equal to that of a god. Take this.
This is the panel I saw. This right here is the panel I saw. I was like, you've got to be kidding me, bro. You've got to be kidding me with spoiler on that. But, admittedly, this was mulling around in my head all day just thinking about that. But I was like, maybe there's going to be context. I think, obviously, I mean, I just don't... for all intents and purposes, I think here's my thing with specifically. Oh, look, all the dogs are alive. Cool. But before I even get all the way through the chapter, the thing that rustles my jimmies, that tickles my toes, if you will, right? The thing that nettles me is that the denji we followed for 231 chapters might as well be dead. Because this isn't that denji. I don't like. The reason I really dislike It Was All a Dream-esque type stories is because the characters we follow, when the character wakes up from the dream, or in this case ends up in a new timeline, isn't the character we followed. It looks like the character we followed. It sounds like the character we followed. But these aren't the characters that I care about. They are, yet they aren't. That's why it feels so hollow and vapid to me. Denji didn't win. The Denji that I followed, the Denji who fought through all the hard stuff, the Denji that put in all that effort, the Denji that lost and lost and lost and won and lost and lost and lost and won and lost and lost and lost and won and won and won. He's gone. He died. The end of that Denji story was off screen to gigabugs. So what do I care? I don't because I don't know, and maybe once again that's maybe me being too hyper centralized on that reality, right? But I can't like I hate these types of stories. I hate the stories where it was. Well, but once again, I'll keep before I fall too deep down the rabbit hole because I have complaints. Like why is Naruto here not mocking it? But regardless, we'll fall down a rabbit holes, and we'll do that soon. But bang! Presumably one shot both of them and then made them servants. Alright. Let me guess. Aki's gonna walk through the door next and be like, "Hi, I'm gonna Aki it all over the place." Let's see. This is gonna be your boss. A D at school? Yep, I'm busy. You two go kill it by yourselves. Sigh. So busy. Oh, she's playing a Game Boy. Okay, fine, that's funny. But still, like, good. Okay, gotta laugh at me. She's playing Game Boy. Well, with Meowie on her shoulder. Nice common little reference. Video games? Lucky.
Meowie likes her. Why?
Alright. I guess she's the head if she is. She had agents flanking her, so I'm assuming she is the head of public safety in this timeline. Neat. I don't know. I hope what I've said so far, in terms of me like not really rocking with. I hope that makes sense to y'all. I hope I'm not like sounding genuinely insane. I mean, I am, in any means and metrics, but like, I hope you get what I mean. Let's say that. Let's see.
Meowie shouldn't love anyone but me. That girl has to be the control D or something.
Well, funny you mentioned that. Let's see. Must be nice to have a happy-go-lucky brain like yours.
I am not happy. That girl gets to keep Meowie and a bunch of dogs. My only pet is you, and you aren't even cute.
Okay, that's funny. I like that. But still. But see, there we go. I think my brain is doing the adjustments in real time. My brain is like, and I've had to do this for some series before, where I have to like over-adjust my brain. But sometimes it takes multiple chapters. But I think my consciousness, which has been slowly building to the high likelihood that this is truly the end of Chainsaw Man, like, my brain has already been preparing the rewrite process, and now it's rewriting itself in real time. So you're either gonna see the greatest flip of all time, or you're gonna. Or like somehow my brain is gonna immediately reset the rewrite, but we'll see. Powie, weapon. Powie's cute.
What do you want to slaughter with today?
I used an axe the other day, so give me a chance. Does that confirm he wasn't the Chainsaw D? Does that confirm he wasn't the Chainsaw D? Does that confirm? I don't even. Ew. I mean, I have so many. See. Okay. So half the what I'm doing live reactions is just getting my live raw thoughts, right? Like, I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like I said, the only thing I got spoiled was now you tell me that was a massive spoiler in my opinion. But there's been a theory. It's really, I feel like, honestly, darn near since we found out Vegeta could erase things, and Vegeta was never actually the Chainsaw D. He was like way too powerful for that. Even though, like, there's some ideas of like chainsaws, like if you know what chainsaws were originally made for. If you don't, they were made to help and assist with pregnancies. Yeah, not cutting down trees, pregnancy, right? So there's this idea that technically Pochita could work as a Chainsaw D. Even the whole erasure part of things and like the crossing the barriers between worlds kind of thing that he can do. It makes sense because that's kind of what Pochita does, or like chainsaws do. They erase the barrier between things, right? By, you know, cutting through a woman in order to get a baby out. And obviously that whole tying into like life and creation and death and stuff like that, like it all fits in there. But the concept of chainsaws still exists, and if Chainsaw Man was actually properly erased, then it shouldn't. So either Pochita failed, his powers worked weirdly, or he was never the Chainsaw D. I mean, I'll admit, I don't necessarily have the strongest opinions on him not being the Chainsaw D, but I guess now I do. Cause I had that's funny. Sometimes I don't know my own reactions or my own thoughts until they're actively presented to me as a possibility. The perfect example of that, I don't actually know how I feel about that. I'll get back to you on that in like 5 minutes. Maybe positive, maybe negative, maybe frustratingly neutral. I don't know. We'll see. But all right, nice to see that at least power makes him the weapons that he can no longer use himself. Yep, and they cut it down. All right. Oh, lost a couple people on the way. The D's been exterminated. This area's safe now. Don't touch the blood or the body, please. Okay. What, is it gonna be like Aki or something? Or is that little D? Is that little D right there? Is that little D? Let's see. Oh. Well, look who it is. Oh yeah, man, you know. and just like that, you know, just like all the rewriting, all all the rewriting's gone. Never, like a singular panel has never, like, that was a critical strike. That is impressive. That the amount of critical strike, like my, yo, it was like, what's a good example of literally just what just happened? For anyone who plays the SMT games or the Persona games, especially like the older ones, like I'm thinking specifically like Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. There's a final boss where at a certain point through the battle, they will cast Diorahan. If you don't know what Diorahan is, it's a full heal spell. It casts it like halfway through the boss itself. You can stop it in a couple ways. You can block it, but like if you don't know about it, you spent who knows how much time actively doing something, and then the game is like, undo it. Not around here, partner. Not around here. And that's exactly what happened in that moment. My brain was like halfway through rewrite, like, this is actually okay. This actually isn't too bad. Live and enjoy the moment in of itself. This, that, and the third. Asa as a character was erased too. Her entire story throughout part 2. Yoru's entire journey throughout part 2. It was all erased. It never happened. It never happened. They died. Off screen. Asa barely got to be a complete character anyway. Barely, like, legit. Down to the very end. Erased. Okay. Let me see. Once again, I will finish like the lid, like the pot that the lid is on is bubbling. It's making a mess everywhere right now. But I'll look under the pot lid in a second. But let's see. Oh. Hey, powwow. Isn't that a D2? Third power, hey! 'Tis blood. I mean, very true, but you take it directly from the source instead of licking it off the ground? I feel like that dilutes it a bit. Let's see. Darn it! Alright, okay, interesting. So that's a very well-constructed blood saw. Chainsaw? Chain blood saw? Let's see. Running. Asa goes running. Denji keeps running. Asa looks like she trips. Oh, and so this is the point in the time when she was gonna. So like but point in the time when she trips and crushes Clucky in the original, but now in this case she's not going to because then she grabs her arm, saving her and saving life. Brody, the characters I love, defended, and cared for are dead. They're gone. Can I? Okay. Obviously, this is going to be. I wish I could just like palm my brain and overhaul it real quick. Oh, sweet mother. I mean, yay. Yay. Honestly, didn't crash Clucky, guys. One piece of her trauma is gone in this timeline. Yay. Let's click our heels, everybody. Let's click our heels over the amazing, perfect, happy ending where nothing bad happens. Oh, except literally all the characters we knew and loved and followed are dead, off screen. But I mean, let me click. Oh, I didn't click them properly. Hold on. Let me try again. Let me try and click. Oh, I still missed. Oh no. Let me. There we go. That's close as I'm getting to clicking my heels, y'all. Close as I'm getting to clicking my heels. There you go. But yay. How amazing. Asa looks a little embarrassed and disgusted. Denji looks a little freaked out. Let's see. In all meanings of the word there. The words there. My bad. Saves from the trip. Clucky's alive. Alright. Okay. What kind of mixed messaging is this? Let's see. Thank you, Chainsawman. Oh, roll credits. I mean, literally, roll credits on the entire series, bro. Let's see. Please tell me this was a dream. Please tell me this was a dream. Let's see. Let this be the dream. Fujimoto, save me, Fujimoto. You got like 3 pages left. Save me, Fujimoto. Let's see. Chainsaw Man. The beating of a heart that doesn't even exist. Let's see. Because you were fighting with a chainsaw, and you're a man. Oh, yeah. Bye then. Hey, not D. Yeah, because they didn't meet. They have no context for each other in this world. Not D. I'm hungry. I want food. Food. Ugh. My heart thumped for a second there. Oh, you have heart thump disease. I know about it because I have medical knowledge. Treat me to a meal and I'll cure it for you. Yeah, okay. Okay. See, look, they're still, see, in the little moments like that in this review, there's still joy in my heart. I swear, there's still joy in my heart. I swear. Let's see. I kick the ball. I was actually engaging with the fellow students. Then she smiles. The end. We're having fried chicken, right? And egg rolls, right? And fried rice, ramen, and pot stickers, and ice cream on the way home? I'm broke. Let's go shake down our seniors. You see this? You see this? You see this? You see this? I have it on me. I keep it on me at all times. We ain't even touch it. We ain't even touch it. I hate it. Now, this is first reaction. Like I said, I had one panel spoiled. I don't like as much as that did somewhat ruin the experience because I kind of knew it was coming. I doesn't fully erase. This chapter is big, bodacious booty, butt, cheeks, and a garbage. This is the end. This is the, hold on. I'm about to do a thingamabob. Just to make sure I'm not tweaking and geeking. Because that's the end, exclamation point. We are done. The Chainsaw Man universe is over. Let me check one thingamabobber right here. Chainsaw Man desu ka? Let me go all the way back to like chapter 97? That was the end of part 1? End of part 1. Public safety arc. That's it. End of part 1. So this is the end. That's garbage. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And note, I'm not speaking French. I'm talking about letters W-E. We all think this is cold, hot, meaty garbage, and let me tell you why. Because I almost got into it. But I was like, let me see if Fujimoto saves me. Will Fujimoto fall from the heavens and save me? No. Fujimoto fell from the heavens, took the nearest heavy object, and bashed me over the dome with it and called it chapter 232. Now, in order to preserve my voice somewhat, because I do have things I need to do, why do I not like this chapter? Well, if you'll remember, I very, very, very much do not like it. Was the story you dedicated all this time to was all a dream. In the rare exception of Link's Awakening, because that's literally the only story where it's like, oh, it was all a dream. But like, that's actually part of the tragedy of it all, right? Like, the whole idea that Marin was never real, that world Link lived in and got attached to all his characters was never real. But Link was real. He went through that. He didn't just forget it. And once the Skyfish awakened, as was necessary for the game to reach completion, and most times, if you ever died in that game, Martin was fake and died, and that's it. Link just saved the creature, but then got all the emotional attachments and lost them all. That's some good, it was all a dream type tragedy. I despise all a dream type narratives because, like I said, it made like, and it's not true, right? Like this is truly a testament. This is Fujimoto sort of like I mentioned a lot of times in other videos, creators of stories waving fingers in front of your face, right? Waving fingers in front of your face and attempting to gaslight you. And notably, that's kind of every bit of narrative ever. Except this, unless you're like reading nonfiction or facts, legitimately, every bit of narrative ever is legit authors waving their fingers in front of you and trying to get you to believe, trying to reach into your heart and be like, hey, I need that real quick. Need to get you emotionally invested in this entirely fake world of things I made up. Let me have that. So, when authors do that, and they decide at the end to be like, oh, you know, all that time, you know, all those emotions, all those conversations, everything you invested into this narrative, yeah, we're going to rip that out. We're going to crush it. Say it was all a dream and it never happened. That's essentially what happened here. But it's even worse in a way. Because like I said earlier on in this very review, the Denji we followed from chapter 1 is dead. Dead. The Asa character that we followed throughout the entirety of part 2 is dead. Dead. Pochita, one of my favorite characters, one of everyone's favorite characters, is dead. Dead. I don't care. Like obviously, this right here, plus I'm assuming the consistent existence of Chainsaw is meant to imply some sort of like, well, maybe, you know, he's still here in spirit, but like the effects of certain things he did just didn't have. Whatever. I don't care. They're gone. They're gone. The chapter 231 was the death knell for all of those characters. Asa never got a completed character arc. That's buns! Yoru never, you could argue Yoru may have completed her character arc, kind of, sorta, but even then, not fully really. That's buns! All this sacrifice and choices and everything Denji made to lead to a bad ending, I wish you just stuck with that. Instead of saying, oh, well, here's this actual happy timeline where everything's great and wonderful and tragedies don't happen. Here, have power. You've been asking for power for forever, right? Here, take power back. Oh, you want to now you need to write this character that I off way too quickly for you to have any actual emotional connection to? Here, take her back. Are you happy? Are you joyous? Are you clicking your heels? No! I'm not! I know I tried just 3 times to click my heels, but I'm not! Because it's garbage. I don't care. Who is this now? And like, let me be honest. It doesn't make any sense. That's how, like I mentioned all the way back at the start, I was like, it's a fundamental core conceit of narratives like this, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't make a lick of sense that Cheetah erasing himself leads to this. It should have just deleted the entire universe, as we knew it. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Somehow, for reasons. I mean, shout out to everyone by Pochita as the erasure D. Looks like y'all were right. Looks like y'all were right, because you know what does pop up in this chapter? Chainsaws, but you know what does pop up in this chapter? Erasure. So, like, cool story, bro. That got kind of pseudo-confirmed, maybe. But I don't care. I don't care about this Asa. I don't care about this Denji. I don't care about this power. I don't care about this Clucky. I don't care about Clucky. But, like, that's the thing. I don't care. Because none of these are the characters I actually followed and cared about, and we followed and felt them for all this time. It was a waste. It was all a waste. And forget it. No, I can't forget. Unfortunately, I can't forget. I think the core conceit of all of this is that I cannot forget. I dedicated the time. I've sat down with Fujimoto and had him tell me his story. And in the end, to end it off, the end exclamation point. For like I said, unless this is a mistranslation, everyone who was huffing Part 3 copium was huffing straight copium. I'm gonna go straight back. I saw a comment saying I was insane. I was a madman for assuming that, oh no, Part 3 is definitely not happening. Because you don't end Part 2 like that. I talked about it in the video. You can have Empire Strikes Back kind of ending. This was not Empire Strikes Back kind of ending. This is, I'm done. And we're done. The end. Part 1 didn't say that. I literally went back to Part 1, and it said, end of Part 1. Public safety arc. So, I can confidently say this. As a whole, the narrative should have ended at Part 1. I love Part 2 a lot. Unlike many others, I think Part 2 has a bunch of great additions to the narrative. I think it has further fantastic exploration of Denji's character. I actually really like Asa and Yoru's characters. Shock horror. Rest of it, you gotta throw it in the trash. I like minor moments from Yoshida I like. Some interesting commentary. Some neat interactions with Pochita's powers. You throw it all away. Throw it, like, genuinely should have just stuck with 97 chapters. And I think even Fujimoto says that. Thank You, Chainsaw Man is obviously meant to be a dualistic title, right? Obviously, thank you, Chainsaw Man, for providing us this universe, this timeline, this everything. But this is obviously Fujimoto's thank you letter to Chainsaw Man fans, right? This is his thank you to me and you and to everyone who cares about this story, who cares about this narrative, who cares about all of this. This is exactly what he, I guess, assumed we would have wanted. A happy world where Denji gets to live out his days with power. No Aki, I guess. Because that guy sucks. But, like, presumably, he's going to meet Aki. He already met Narita. Who knows? He may run into Reize again. They may be friends, and everyone's going to be happy and holding hands and swinging and wonderful in the world. Yay! I don't care! Because the guy I cared about is gone! He's dead! He was massacred off screen! I don't care! Fujimoto, you did this. You did this. You got me invested in my narrative and spat on me. Spat all over me. It might as well have been gallons of saliva you just decided to drop on my dome. Because first I can't even show half the darn chapter. And I'm not gonna on the main channel. Page remember to see the whole thing. But regardless, this is what you've done. This is what you've done, Fujimoto. You did this to me. You provided me this agony, this despair, this pain, because it was all worthless. It was all a dream, or an alternate timeline. And I don't get to end Chainsaw Man with Chainsaw Man. The Chainsaw Man I knew. The Denji I knew. No. The boy who went through suffering, but managed to find a way out every single time. The boy who had lows but found highs. The girl who lost it all, yet still found reason to keep going through the bonds and connections she made. None of that happened. It was all erased, narratively, but a dream. And I'm supposed to be happy? Am I supposed to be satisfied? I don't know. I'm genuinely wondering if maybe this is exactly what Fujimoto wanted. Maybe it was supposed to feel this level of vitriol. Because I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go look at the chapters. Really facing the fate to be too long. Have a good life. We got part 3 on casual long haul. Okay, I'm just looking at. Okay, people. people hoping for a part 3, hoping for a part 3. I read chainsawman 22 Hyperstation every chapter. Anyone says it's good ending. All right, so I'm seeing mixed in the. I'm literally reading the comments on another on the other tab I opened up, but yeah, I'm overall net negative. Am I going to give the chapter a 0 out of 10? No, I have to give it like a 2 because it made me laugh a couple times. It got me. I can't help it. I do have some connections to these characters that aren't these characters, but at its basis, at its core, at its foundation, I hate this type of narrative, this type of ending. I'd say I hate this type of ending. And as they cap off to part 2 as a whole, garbage. Because it off-screened all our characters. It off-screened all our characters remaining. Said, oh, your arcs are done, bye. Even though none of them were done. Timeline-wise and, like, mechanic-wise, this doesn't make any sense with how Pochita's previous abilities and utilizations worked. Timeline-wise, the appearance of certain characters doesn't make sense. The lineup of certain events may line up. Like, I'm not sure if this would actually be a thing. Like, I don't know, but I don't care. It's bad. I'm once again, if you've been on the channel for a while, you've seen me cover actually some manga endings, and also you know my general stance on things. I'm very hard pressed to find things bad, right? Where I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, that was booty butt me, bro. Try again next time. I'm very rarely like that because I don't like being negative. It's not in my DNA, if you will. But if there's one thing I want to be with y'all, I want to be honest. These are my initial thoughts after just reading it. Now, I have a bunch of other stuff I need to do today. I'm definitely going to make my thoughts video on this. So I can condense it down to 15 minutes and see if anything changes. Because I'll have time to actually think and reflect on the whole thing. So, there is that. So maybe I'll come back to this. Maybe I'll come back to this and I'll feel something. Other than like an honestly concerning amount of anger. But, with that being the case, if you meant all the way to this video, please do me a favor and leave brand new world. I think that may have been from last time. I don't care. Leave brand new world in the comment section down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that link to notifications so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you even have a page down below where you support me for as low as $1, $10 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks include the live reactions, the other exam to review, ad-free variations of all my videos, early ad-free access to all my videos, and if you are a $3 member or $3 picture higher, get your name not just listed at the end of every single video, but listed right aloud at the end of every single video. Also, I do have a link to my Twitch channel, that guy with the controller, down below, where I stream every Friday, 8 p.m. East Tizzle. Oh, you know. Oh, the whole Friday stream. Oh, it's going to be fun. Oh, it's going to be fun. Oh, I'm going to be freaking again. I'm going to be doing backflips on it. But, show you over there, Friday, 8 p.m. EST. Outside my Ko-Fi down below. Or you can have 5 beans for a short video or 20 beans for a long video. Any beans at all, any support is always greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And that is genuinely true. You guys, especially who have been here since the up and down and the off and left and they're all around, or even if you're just new here, the end of Chainsawman is monumental. So I want to thank you guys for being here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. Alright, ladies, thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, J2MA, Buddha Ura, Yuki Ally, Grim, Ollie, The Boy, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Tim Thomas, Kaving, ORXN, Logan Guzman, Dead Mean, Keon Stewart, Donovan McIntosh, BNA DNA, Edwin Igbinoba, Straw, and Tavius Mitchell, Superflame Zero, Weary Exile, Alex Kenny, Todd, The Practical One, Landon Clapwick, Heath Nelson, CAET, Jagoda, Plant Crone, Blast, Brandon Payne, Black Sage, Multi-Batman Superman, Salims, Joe Bean, Sleepin' John, The Young Family Pastel Pandora, Mo City King DKG, Andrine Bonnet, Akulari Babatunde, at JDog2656, Union Eye, Marisol Boyd, Funny Dude, Athenzi Shear, Magic, Sino King, Sheesh King, Aswin Hedi Presetia, JMB KD, CCC, Enzo, Kitty Liddy, Gerald Harris, Dino, and Victor Jacobs. Then, I'd even thank you to our line art tier patrons: A+A, Dured Zoen, Kevin Encarnacion, Lil Kodo, Midnight Lord 21, and Sean. Then, I'd even thank you to our Ink tier members: Shrimpo the Fourth Shrimp 06. Then, I'd even thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. And let me give a final thank you to our colored art tier patrons, Walking Minnows, and Ernesto430.